today we are going to learn about chapter 4 of science ICSE course, chapter 4, pollination. Let's learn parts of a flower, types of flowers, pollination, types of pollination, process of pollination. Let's warm up. Based on your previous knowledge about plants, unjumble the letters and identify different parts of plant shown in the given diagram: flower, leaf, stem, root. Can you recall the functions of flower in plants? Helps in pollination. Flowers are attractive and the most beautiful part of a plant. Different flowers are of different colors, shapes, sizes, and fragrance. Flowers may be present singly or in groups on a stem. Flowers are the reproductive part of a plant, and they help plant to produce new plants via reproduction. Let's study about the different parts of a flower. Parts of a flower. The various parts of the flower are pedicel, petals, stamen, sepals, petals, stamens, and carpels. Sepals, petals, stamens, and carpels are arranged in 4 holes or rings in a flower. It means sepal, petals, stamen, and carpels are the main 4 holes of a flower or a ring of a flower. Let us know more about these parts in detail. This is petal. This is petal. This one and this one is a petal. In the middle is stigma, and style is this one. Ovary is this one in the small in the middle. Staple is this one, and pedicel is this one, and receptacle is in the middle of a flower. Filament is like a root of a anther, and this part is called anther. These parts are called stamen, and these parts are called carpel. Pedicel. The stalk of flower through which it is attached to a shoot is called pedicel. The upper part of the pedicel is called petals. Petals forms the base of a flower. It means the upper part of pedicel is called receptacle. The upper part of pedicel. The upper part of pedicel, this is the upper part of pedicel, is called receptacle. Sepals. The outermost hole is composed of green leaf like sepals which protect the inner structures of a flower. Sepals are collectively known as lacs. Sepals, it means sepals are collectively known as lacs. The outermost hole of green leaf like sepals. The outermost hole is composed is a green leaf like sepals. This one is sepals. Petals. The second inner hole is composed of brightly colored and fragrant petals. Being brightly colored, petals attract insects for pollination. In some flowers, petals are white in color, but the never green petals are larger than sepals and collectively known as corolla. Okay. It means in this thing we know that The second inner whole is composed of bright colored and frank petals. This and this. These three are known as petals. And they are never green. Petals are large in sepals, and these things are collectively known as corolla. Let's learn about stamen. Stamens form the third whole of a flower. They are called male reproductive parts of a flower and collectively called andronoisium. Stamen is formed into two parts, namely anther and filament. The filament is a thread-like structure that supports two lobed anther at the tip. Anthers contain pollen grains enclosing male gametes in them. In this parts of flower picture, this one is anther and this one is filament. It is also in here. This one is filament and this one is anther. This is known as stamen, and these are collectively called andronoisium. Carpel forms the fourth whole of a flower. It is called the female reproductive parts of a flower, and it is collectively called gynoisium. Carpel consists of three parts: stigma, style, and ovary. The basal swollen part of a carpel is called ovary. Ovary continues into a long tube called style and ends in a knobs-like structure at the top called stigma. The ovary called ovules. After fertilization, ovary develops into a fruit and ovules become seeds. This one is stigma, this one is style, this one is ovary, and this one is ovule. And this part is called carpel. See, this one is ovary, a small like structure. Style is this root like structure, and stigma is like a small flower. And this part is called as carpel. Let's do to observe the reproductive parts of a flower. What do you need? Any flower, China rose, pentantia, datura, a needle and a blade. What do you do? Open the flower with needle or remove the petals. Identify stamen and carpel in the flower. Observe anther and filament. Cut the ovary horizontally using the blade. Observe very tiny ovules inside it. This one let's do. I will bring this video in next video. And types of flower, pollination, types of pollination, process of pollination, self-pollination, cross-pollination, and pollination of insects. And all pollination will done at next video. So bye bye. Thank you friends.